welcome to GLOMED. If this is your first time, it's nice to have you here. Excited for you to be here. You can go ahead and scan this QR code if you want to join our group me. We use it pretty often and we send a lot of cool opportunities in there. So go ahead and take your phone out and scan it. But pretty much what we'll be doing today is talking a little bit about our norms as always, do a community builder. We have a guest announcement, and then we will jump into the main content, which is going to be an Eastern versus Western medicine ghU presented by our internal ghU team. Then we will do a collective breath, a recap, some committee time, and as always, anybody is welcome to join our e-board meeting at 8 p.m. Okay, so our community energizer is called, actually, yes. So our community energizer is called Mr. and Mrs. Wright. So the way that we're gonna start this off is I need everybody to be in grid mode. And if you're able to, turn your camera on. Okay, so everyone's in grid mode, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I have a story that I'm gonna read for you all. And what I need you to do is take your hands and point them towards the camera. When you hear me say the word right, you are going to point your hands to the left. When I say the word left, you're gonna point your hands to the right. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna start. Keep your hands at the center. Okay, so this is a story about Mr. and Mrs. Wright. So that's your first cue. Okay. One evening, they were baking cookies. Mrs. Wright called from the kitchen, "Oh no, there is no flour left. You will need to go right out to the store." "I can't believe you forgot to check the pantry," grumbled Mr. Wright. "You never get anything right." "Don't be difficult, dear," replied Mrs. Wright. "It will only take 20 minutes if you come right back. Go to 51st and Peoria and turn left at the stop sign. Then go to 61st Street and turn right. And there it will be on your left," declared Mrs. Wright as her husband left the house. Mr. Wright found the store and asked the clerk where he could find the flour. The clerk pointed and said, "Go to aisle 4 and turn left. The flour and sugar will be on your left." Mr. Wright made his purchase and walked right out the door. He turned left, but couldn't remember where he had left his car. Suddenly, he remembered that he had driven Mrs. Wright's car and that his car was in the driveway at home right where he had left it. He finally found the right car and put his purchases right inside. Eventually, a wary Mr. Wright found his way home. Mrs. Wright had been waiting impatiently. "I thought you would be right back," she said. "I left all the cookie ingredients on the kitchen counter and the cats got into milk. You'll just have to go right out again." Mr. Wright sighed. "Anyway, I'm going to buy it, so I might as well start right now." That right? Okay. Good job. Definitely got some of you with the double rights. You weren't supposed to move left, but nice. Hopefully that was fun. Cool. So now to move into our norms a little bit. As always, we ask that you rename yourself to include your preferred name and your pronouns. And then to keep yourself muted while you are not speaking, and use the hand feature when you'd like to share back in the large group, or just wave your hand so we know to call on you. Also, go ahead and use the reactions answering questions in the chat. So if you have any questions, you can pop them in there too. All right. And first, I'm going to hand the mic over to Hiba. She is going to talk to us a little bit about For the Homeless and one of the events that's coming up.
Hey guys, my name is Hiba Siddiqui. Thank Thank you to Maria and all the officers for letting me share a little bit about our organization and our event. I am co-president of an organization here at UC called Health for the Homeless. We basically aim to alleviate health disparities within the unhoused population here in Cincinnati. And since we are a relatively new organization, I want to try to spread the word a little bit, especially since we have a big event coming up tomorrow. So this flyer basically says all. We're going to be talking about how the homeless population is facing COVID-19, also basically how they have their access to healthcare. We're going to be talking about how certain legislation impacts them and how, also how to combat like certain stereotypes and trying to look into issues that we may not see that are in the forefront. So I have 5 guest speakers coming in, and they all have to do with homelessness in some way. Sue Ridley, she's a singer and she works at the Patrick Cady Foundation. We have Theo Henderson. He is the owner of a podcast called We the Unhoused. They work with homelessness in LA. And then we have Andrina Nis, and she works with K-Town for All. They work with the homeless population in Koreatown in Los Angeles as well. We have Ardi Akhtar. He is CEO of Packs for Coldbacks, which is a nonprofit organization that works with the homeless population in the West Coast. And then we have Carvin Hag. He is a Grammy producer. He's worked with artists like Will Smith and Chris Brown, and he was homeless at 15. So basically, they're going to come in, talk to you all about this, and reach out to me and like want to join the group me or email list. Feel free. So yeah, thank you for your time again. I really appreciate it. Thank you to the officers. This seems like a really cool organization.
Thank you, Hiba. I'm so excited for this. Is it being recorded by any chance?
I believe we are going to try to record it.
Okay, that's so cool. Thank you. Okay, and then just another quick community announcement on opportunity. So Crossroads Health Center has a volunteer internship program that I wanted to share with you all because their next application for their internship is going to be due on November 17th in 2 days. I myself have been involved with a volunteer internship program, and I'm actually working on my 3rd rotation. And through my 3rd rotation, I get to be and collaborate with other members on a project to better the quality of care our Hispanic population receives at this free clinic. So if you have any questions about it, I'd love to talk more about it, but I just want all of you to know about this opportunity. I really encourage you to apply. It's essentially just a 1 4-hour shift a week. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me, and we'll send it in our recap email so that you have easy access to that application link. Okay, and now for what we are coordinators so they could get us started.
Hey everyone. So today we have a ghU for you guys, and it's